Alrighty, welcome in for Task Force Alpha. Oops, I'm being called. Moving.
1-1 Mike, this is 1-3 Mike, redoing Charlie.
For those of you who are not aware,
5-2, over.
the iron sights on the M7 fucking suck. Listen up.
The only thing is there's only
I
one
responded on the radio to somebody else's radio check.
Roger that.
I've been in this group for like 3 months. It's the first time.
Let me go drop my Cold War era.
For those of you who are unaware, the iron sights on the M7 fucking suck. You can get the canted sights for the M250 out of the box. It's on page 28.
Thank you, Sergeant.
I think that has everything, but you don't have to fucking flip anything up or down. You can just cycle to them.
Oh, I also.
There you go, sir.
Take a mic. I'll tweak this from there. This goes on the shroud and then comes back off.
Let us aggregate over here.
There we go. Is that cut off on the side for you guys?
This is Havoc 6, radio check on 3-2, over.
6 is Dagger Limit Charlie, 3-2, over.
Roger, out.
Let me check. Video. Continue. Alright, looks like we'll just be playing, I guess, a little bit cut off.
Roger, get rid of them. We're not bringing them.
What's your mic? This is 1-1 mic.
This is Stalker 1 on Freak 3-2. We need all JLTVs replaced with the Cougars.
There we go. Now I remember it.
Any station this net. Radio check on frequency 420.
You should have. Two smokes, one green, one yellow, and 2 frags, 2 flashbangs.
For you, or Stalker's also
So make sure that those.
Charlie for 4.5, help me over.
Everyone is using Cougars.
Let's see.
No, you should ones in your quick slots.
Want the multicam.
Oh, we'll drop you the air kit with the.
There we go.
Stay on 4.5, radio check over. Razor. Dagger Limit Charlie, 5-1.5.
Take this.
I was looking for you. You can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go drop mine stuff around the back. Hold on.
Alright, follow me.
There you go.
I'll drop this one over here.
This is stay on 4.5, radio check over.
O'Neal, 4-2. 4-2. Are you in Alpha?
Let's try to fix this one more time.
Make sure you grab the grenades and everything.
No, I'm just gonna be rocking it cut off. Alright, so this takes what? Oh, this is the XM7, so we're gonna be going.
In there, it should be like 43.5.
Ammo. We're gonna be going 6.7.
Cool boots, man.
Abraham. Yes. What's our team net and our squad net?
Team is 49er, squad is 47.
Roger.
Hit the home key, so your name lights up red.
Station is net, this is Bravo. Station radio check on 4.7.
Yeah,
Let's see. Reload tracer. Good night.
Just double checking everybody.
Oh, dude.
The station's net. Delta requesting you to check on 47.
Evans, you're going to the
Take a look.
Captain,
I use the same 40 mics, right, Fraser?
Yes. Yeah.
I got an extra man.
No, we got me in 49er.
Station is net. This is 1-1 radio check on 40.
Wait, what? I'm fixing some.
Roger, take your time.
Everything else on your kit will be the same.
What copy is out?
Except for the ammo and everything.
The second we leave the base. I'm shooting the gun. Okay.
One check net.
What?
The XM7.
And make sure you get on the radio too when you're done.
I'll come over here when you're just gonna be crowded stuff.
Yeah, there's something when you switch channels that it like just.
And then when you get a chance, just your radio to
Indicate your ammunition.
Just like double.
Yep.
1 to 6 on 3-2 over.
Open arsenal.
How long are you gonna be there?
Hang on,
6'8" by 5'1".
I'm just getting my ammo.
And out of here. And that's the only thing you'll need to monitor because you don't have a guy under you at this time.
Copy, what's the dead?
So for this 250, is that the 6?
I'm gonna fix my radio. Hold on.
Yep, no worries.
Platoon it as soon as I find out. Don't worry.
Yeah.
49 or 5 should work as dead.
Charlie, you came in
Check.
I'm back.
Here, come over here.
You were sounding, the radio was a little bit broken.
Copy. 2 heat. 1
Let's see, where is...
40.
That should be
Seems like 1.5, right?
Yeah, I think
Starting a little bit seen 1-6 around here. Stalker.
Tauber, you can come with me.
Need someone from
I got you one.
3-2.
This is 1-1. I'm leaving Charlie on 40.
Here.
Delta, this is Snowball 49. Radio check over.
I guess I'll get on 3-2 for
Two times each, one times each.
Let's see... I need the... PRC.
That's the total for all of Delta?
Oh, shoot.
I also need flashbangs if I can get my hands on them.
One yellow and 4-5 radio check over.
There it is.
You're gonna be on 4.5.5 O'Neill.
Are you good to go, Noble?
Where this is at?
Alright, go ahead.
Yep,
Put your
that's it.
suppressor back on.
Copy.
Yes.
Where are we meeting up at?
Let's see.
That is
There's a rifle on the ground. Yep. And there's another one behind you. Apparently somebody else dropped a couple out here too. But...
Any station is net. This is have 1-2 IC. Radio check on 3-2.
1 to 6, Lima Charlie on 3-2 break. Be advised, there are boxes over by the armed vehicles out to the northwest, so go ahead and stock up on extra ammo and stuff with the armed vehicles out there. Over.
Avak 1 copies.
How can I only carry 3 mags? It's insane.
I feel if we try to stock our vehicle and stuff, we might just run out of
1-4, I need to reattach.
1-2. This is 1-1 over.
Also, those still look like LT.
Everyone
This
got
is
their
Private
multi-tools?
Scott. I copy over.
Alright, 4.5.5 Glenn.
I'll take the promotion. What's up, man? Yeah, it's like the same shit.
Copy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You came in like a chipmunk.
I literally don't even have enough fucking room and any of my shit to carry fucking wire cutters. Everything is maxed out.
Suppressors off until otherwise informed. We are Alpha is 4-4.
Let me just save this right now, so I don't lose.
Suppressors with us.
Alpha Bravo, give me radio check.
should always, I think, have the option to equip it.
Aries and Sergeant May, you guys both good to go?
Sorry, noobs. Which mags did you grab? Because I can only fit like 3.
Anybody home?
This is Havoc 1 radio check, 3-2 over.
1 to 6, Lima Charlie on 3-2 over.
Solid copy, leaving Charlie back to you as well, out.
of these mags. I'll throw them.
Venus is going to be our Hibernator, and Lee will be our AR.
Yeah, I believe that was Dagger.
Actually, I don't know if you can pick up
6 is 1 on 3-2 over.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about. I'll go try and grab some more.
Should we be carrying suppressors for this iteration over? Make sure you have them, but leave the weapons unsuppressed for now. But just make sure everyone's carrying a suppressor in their kit. Over. Solid copy. All will pass down. Over.
Radio backpacks are being used for reattachment. It'll be a problem.
Roger. Over.
Do we use Scions or not?
Copy out.
I'm not carrying it with me. Captain McQuaid, do you know if the yellow smoke's
Do we need to?
Sidearms are only for ARs, team leaders,
Last, on platoon training for...
1-4, this is Delta. Mrs. Dennis just figuring some things out with his radio. We'll be with you shortly.
Airman Anthem, Sergeant May, you guys ready to go?
What color were we using instead of yellow?
Hello? Delta out.
I don't know if it... we're using.
Captain Quinn.
You can change the optic on that rifle if you want.
Yellow smokes, 40s, those are still out of commission, is that correct?
As far as I know, yes. They still show as... Well, I think there's 2 of them. One of them is purple and one of them is not. Is that correct?
Delta, this is no more than 4-9er.
I have 4 yellow smokes on me.
Got you leaving Charlie for a 9er.
Alright, well, I'm good to go.
If they show up as a different color, call it up, and we'll use the radios.
Okay, roger that.
Where are we headed, boss?
1 sec.
no map issue tonight.
Captain McCoy.
Sorry, just for
Did you find them, Carter?
Were you looking for...
I did. I'm just trying to find something that I can fit them all in, because apparently it's a slotting issue.
How much time do you guys need if you need it?
Heat, 1 HE.
Gotcha.
Alpha copies relay.
So just let me run through where I have
your
everything.
suppressors with you, but not on your rifle, so take them off, put them in your backpack.
The first one's still
Yeah.
in progress.
One for this Delta.
Just about finished with it in your bag.
So in my shirt, I just have...
Roger that. I mean, still got time. It's only 18 after, so you got about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Would you like my assistance to carry an
And
additional
then
2
my
times heat, 1 times HE, or it's just that because we only have 1 assistant anti-armor?
Okay.
In my pants, I've got 2 yellows, some paperwork, 5 bandages,
Roger.
Havoc 1, this Havoc 6, over.
We're loading additional ammo into the bags.
This is Havoc 1 to traffic call. Havoc 1, apologies. We're going to go ahead and reattach suppressors. We need to do some testing with them. I was unaware that testing was still required, so we're going to reattach all suppressors. Over. Solid cop down, I'll pass it down. Time now, take a mic. Over. Roger, take a mic, Havoc 1, 6 out.
So, the operation procedures. What do you gotta do?
Roger.
I think this lit up my...
Don't talk to me today.
Copy.
That's the fucking...
And then in my pouch,
I mean,
PC Gen
we're not
2,
setting battle points or nothing like that, right? We're not setting...
7
Don't have to, there's no requirement to.
2 bandages,
what about
my suppressor,
TRPs? No, we're not doing none of that, right?
Well, we can do
purple
TRPs.
smoke, 4 yellows, my secondary.
Well, if you want me to do TRPs, you can tell me.
Roger that.
You know, I'm your uniform.
If you got a
officer. You want me to set
flashbang,
some
if you
TRPs?
move it down
You have any
into
specific you want me to set?
then it doesn't take up room in
Okay.
places.
Now, with the
Roger.
TRPs, I can still use Echo Point, right?
Yeah.
And then which suppressor? Because I just heard him call over net that we're using suppressors.
Reference off of that for other
Oh yeah, I had
targets,
one
for
that's around the
placement,
ground.
whatever.
Did not get it.
Don't believe I did, no.
But
I
Echo
might
Point is
just-
still the thing.
Okay. I might just hold off on those and just use...
No, it comes on the gun.
Look, Echo Points and TRPs are not mutually exclusive. They are used by everybody. So like, I'm going to recommend that we set target points.
Okay.
And TRPs are just like reference points. So like, that Montfort Castle south of St. Pierre, I would definitely say is a good TRP.
What is
the
he?
road coming from that direction is a good TRP. The road on the other side of the bay is a good TRP. Does that sort of thing, shows how TRPs work.
Okay. And then you just label them like Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, or do you make them...
Yep, exactly. So here, I'm gonna start putting down some TRPs, and so you can kind of see how what I'm gonna do. So that big ass mountain that's overlooking.
If you want want to, it's lighter. So if you drop your vectors and use the XM157 optic, it's lighter than carrying a vector and using that.
So it should be that one on the ground there.
We're gonna use triangles.
Wait,
Take a mic. See, where did it go?
Yeah, go swap optics. I would do that.
So Pick Mountain is now TRP Alpha.
Okay.
Okay.
So now,
The crossroads just outside of TRP, or out of Vernon.
So with the one that's on it, you're gonna hold RB and use your D-pad.
then I'm not sure exactly who
And so
I'm
essentially those are just
mounting
saying
up with.
it's, so like for quick reference points is as either where he can go to start his
Roger that.
attack run or like call out where contacts are.
Yeah, it's mostly going to be.
We go see if I can hunt him down.
Us as well as infantry for reference where targets are located.
Captain McCoy, I believe I'm following you around tonight, sir.
I sure hope so.
Yeah,
Roger
you're
that.
not gonna tell me heading from TRP.
Alright, our net's, so you'll be on whatever your medical net is, and then 32.5 is our team net. And then obviously 32 is the company net, if you need it.
Roger that.
Yeah, no, I mean that is like kind of like a...
What is, it's like 5'2", I believe.
This is not keyhole, this is not for setting IPs.
Understood. I'll get it taken care of.
1-6 mic on 32.5 over.
Hey, 6.
He's not, man, that's
Oh, awesome,
himself,
Bobo.
huh?
No, it's not that. I'm spotting someone that's using some sort of bullpup shit over at the box.
1-6 mic on 32.5 radio check over.
No idea what the fuck it is.
He's got the one that's just, it's
Where is this?
I did see someone with it.
Were they at the box like Barbie dolling, or?
No, they were standing over with their squad.
I'll just
wait.
and get it set up for next time.
I thought I saw them moving over there.
Any captain, I do see the person.
Where at?
That one on his own there.
One mic, this is 1-3 mic. Over.
Drop your turret rifle and pick mine up.
No, possibly not able to see from this angle.
I see what you're saying now.
Any station this net, this is 1-6 mic, radio check on 5'2", over.
So those are like the points that I'm saying. Those are the good
This is 1 mic.
We need to grab our own here.
Roger, you're a little bit quiet. Copy, 6 mic.
Possible place over
We're using the M7s or the M7s.
Yeah, drums
What did you say your calling station was?
6 mic.
Oh, copy. I thought I heard you say 1-6 Mike.
I did it first. I was speedily corrected.
All good, all good. Hey, by the way, suppressors are back on.
Roger that.
You know, around St. Pierre, I really don't see another one.
And you got a mag in. I don't want to.
in St. Pierre, see it?
Oh, like dead center St. Pierre?
Yeah, that bridge specifically.
If it doesn't let you remove it, you might need to do it at the box.
Roger that.
Area that I would expect to see.
Just don't forget, put another one in your bag.
Well, no, we're leaving the suppressors on.
Oh, it's the, it's more the mag and the rifle, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Alright,
That'll happen.
Those things are almost 3
send it.
See if I can get it this way.
Once you guys just start heading over to town, am I lifting immediately, or are you guys waiting until you're in contact?
I'm my own acting sales.
Should I ask 6 or should I just tell him?
1-6, I'm 3-2 over.
Is everybody good to go?
Because for me, I would say just have him lift right away so he's there. But
We got about 5 mics, so we're lighting this fire, so let me know when you're ready to go over.
Put them in your bag, and you'll be good to go.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Uniform, you have any input on this?
Hey, you know,
Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. I thought I was catching. What's us? So we covered SOP on this today.
Stalker, are you good to go? Over.
Yeah, he's supposed to lift right when the convoy leaves.
Yep, there you go.
Roger, that will be 4 mics. Over.
Copy. I'm asking because you guys are going to be talking with civilians a lot today, as far as I know.
4 mics. 4 mics.
Based on all board.
Next time, but I can't.
Based on all board, I believe you guys will be talking with civilians for the first part.
4 mics. 4 mics.
Copy 4 mics. Yeah, that's okay. That doesn't mean that we wouldn't want you in the air.
Copy. I'm just confirming.
Let's see, let's get this squared away real quick. Where are all the XM7s at? Like all the way back here.
Say again for 1-4, Mike.
Sergeant Stevens, as far as
I was just making sure you're 152.
pre-planning,
All stations on 32.5 is Havoc 6. Make sure you're ready to go. We're gonna line this up in 3 or 4 mics.
Copy that.
Lining up.
Tiger uniform copies.
I didn't copy if you talking directly to me.
Yeah, he said all units on 32.5, so I wasn't sure if you were hearing him or not.
Oh, okay. I was listening, but I didn't know if it was directed directly to me. I heard him say we were getting ready to step off in 3 to 4.
Yeah, that was to us. So okay. All right. So your question again?
As far as pre-planning goes, that's pretty much it, right? Since we don't have any LZs or nothing.
So the only thing else you need to do is talk with the task force commander, see if he has anything specific. Now, today that's going to be a no, I'm sure. But you can always ask him, say, hey, is there anything we need to be aware of for today? Any, special intent that we need to have for, especially from a net DX standpoint? Like, does he not want ISR? Does he want the Apache on scramble as opposed to lifting when we go out convoy? That's the sort of thing that we would want to talk to him about, find out.
You're cutting in and out. What?
Okay.
Okay. Let me.
What's up, Bobo? Stand by, I gotta find out. Sir, I'm not able to get my magazine detached.
That's fine. Just keep your rifle slung like that.
Roger that.
Henderson, do you
Copy,
have
I see it.
regular CLS or extended?
My assistant is going to be carrying CLS.
You said company net was 3-2?
Yeah. That's
Roger.
right. 3.2 is coming in, and then our team net is 3.2.5. I'll
Roger.
mostly talk to you on 3.2.5, or hopefully you'll be close enough where I can just speak and then you'll hear me. That's
Roger
the
that.
idea, at least.
If you don't, that's fine. I have
Try to stay so close to you, you can almost smell me.
Well, as long as you're freshly showered from at least
One float is 160
a day
when you
ago.
last over.
Hey, Baker, you can drop the law since you've got
What's up, Bobo?
Solid copy. All squads. This is 1-6. Be advised. Start lining
Dude,
up.
I
or not lining up,
almost,
just gather
like, I
around
so
the
close
captain
forgot
up here by the assembly area. Over.
about this, and then I see the thing where they need like one more medic for it. I'm like, oh wait, I gotta be a medic for this.
All stations on 3.2, rally up at the little stage assembly point here.
It's been so long since I've actually done a 506 mission.
Rallying up on the captain.
Like proper.
Captain, we're all green, and everyone is assembling time now.
Roger that.
Bravo, this is actual. Do you have status on Private Albert yet?
I'm right here.
Good shit.
I heard him, but I haven't physically seen him.
He's next to me. He's here. He's set.
Sergeant May, are you here somewhere? There you are. Never mind, I see you. Outstanding. All right, this looks like just about everybody.
You want the reload tracers. That means it has tracers for the last 3.
Correct. That is correct. The reload tracers are correct. All right, Havoc 1, how we doing?
Mighty hoo.
Frog in your throat, Captain.
Ugh. Is it out? Did I get it? Did I get it? All right.
Possession is complete.
Excellent. I've exorcised the demons. Very good. All right, so we will be talking today about sensitive site exploitation coin and sort of how it relates to Mout or how it differs from Mout, but also there are some overlaps. Without further ado, well, before we get into that, Captain, do you have anything do you want to bring up before we get into the lecture?
Yeah, regarding the new weapons, we want to test suppressors on and suppressors off, primarily how close you can get to something. This is for CQB.
That's like a bug. A lot of these guys use like Bluetooth headsets, and when they do that, it either goes like Smurf voice or deep voice like that. It's weird, and they have to like let off the mic button and then come back on.
Feedback on the recoil on the 250 and the recoil on the 338. The goal for both of those weapon systems is to be able to put a 3 to 8 round burst on a target at 200 meters while being able to keep all 8 rounds on target. Also, the 338 is not required. If you want to run the 338, you are no longer allowed to clear buildings with it. We are going back to what the rules under what we had with the 240.
Generally, a lot of them
clearing
are
buildings as a machine gunner. You have to
Xbox players, but some of them do cross over to PC.
Any questions on
it's
any
just
of
a
that?
bug with the mod pack.
Alright, last thing. These are M7s. I know they say XM7. They are not X. They don't have the X designator anymore. X is the designator for a prototype weapon. These are no longer prototypes. So they're just the M7s, the M250s, and the
M7s.
The M338. That's all I had for now. Until I remember something else.
Okay, very good. Then, Captain. All right, Sergeant May, I'm going to hand it off to you for S3 to go over the topic.
Thank you, Captain. All right. So, Task Force Alpha, your assignment and your training topics tonight. In COIN, for the basics, COIN being counterinsurgency operations, is intelligence gathering and human intelligence, and then identifying and disrupting insurgent networks. So with intelligence gathering, the process of that is typically understanding what's going on around you in the surrounding area and gathering information through non-organic collection sources such as pictures, photographs, files, computers, that sort of thing. So typically we find those things. What is it we'll do with them when we're deployed? Anyone can answer that.
Stick them in your pocket. Calling up net question?
Close enough. We bag them and we send them up to S2.
Aha.
We let them know, hey, we found this, and S2 kind of works with it. Sometimes,
yeah, it just has to do with the actual mod that we have loaded in. They haven't updated it to be at M7 yet.
Information about enemy movements you can act on.
I've got to look into if the Army has actually started putting those out.
Remember, you take notes of those things you find. Make sure the S2 reports get submitted when we're deployed. For human intelligence, can anyone tell me the difference between intelligence and human intelligence?
Intelligence is something. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead. I like his answer.
Roger. Thank you, Sergeant. Intelligence is something that you find, whereas human intelligence is personnel that you question, people you run into, have conversations with.
Yep. Thank you, Specialist Tartar. It's what you hear, talking to civilians, capture enemies, provide human intelligence if they can.
I imagine it's going to come down from DevGru, and by the time it gets to Reserve and National Guard, they're all going to be like beat up and stuff.
When we're looking out in the field, look for those civilian interactions. You might be able to gain some intelligence from them, and that's something you can then further your mission and act on. Same with files and computers and such. You might be able to interact with it, get information from it, and proceed off that. How that correlates to identifying and disrupting insurgent networks. The identifying and disrupting networks is the process of looking for the networks through intelligence. We track their movements. We hear about a weapons cache stored somewhere, and then to disrupt it, we go and blow up that demo cache. We find and eliminate the
hope not.
threat
We're in a
of the
theater.
insurgents
If we have a baby crying in the
themselves.
background, that means
If
there's a
they're
bear spotty
recruiting
running
from
around.
towns, we prevent them from doing so. They'll recruit physically by force and pull people into the insurgency, or they'll just ask for people. If we remove them from the towns, we can eliminate and disrupt that.
Oh, I just
recruiting
got what you were
process
talking
they
about,
have.
like on my mic.
So how we're gonna see
That won't happen till
play
like
out
September.
within the 506 here.
Yeah,
We're typically
yeah, no
going
kidding.
to be more that disruption.
There's always like that one
rather
reservist
than
in the back of the
identify.
class that like brought their baby with them.
So we'll be looking to disable their vehicles if they've got a motor pool, blow up their ammo caches, disrupt their recruiting, prevent them from taking civilians to pull into the insurgency.
Settings.
And then we might do some identifying through finding of intelligence or deco if they're available and can track enemy movements in the area around us. Are they all coming from one direction? If we have ISR available to us, when that becomes a thing again, do they identify where's the enemy coming from? Are they only coming from one direction or all around?
So apparently,
That is all I have, Captain, unless there
I was
are
in
any
Wisconsin. They told me apparently they changed the Geneva Convention to where medics can
I got
carry
a few more things. Anyone have any
249s
questions
now,
at this time?
which I'd never heard of.
Okay. Very good. All right, so when we talk about SSE, or sensitive site exploitation, what's the first thing we want to do before we begin this process, right? So SSE is a systematic collection of material, right? So what do we want to do before we get to that point?
Probably through the area.
Outstanding. Yes, we want to secure the area. Now, depending on the type of sensitive site that we encounter, that's going to dictate kind of the area around that needs to be secured, right? If we're in a dense urban environment, and we've indicated one building, maybe specifically, for example, as a headquarters, we want to secure maybe at least that building, but most likely maybe even part of that block, right? We want to secure the choke points and intersections surrounding that area, and probably collapse at least 1 or 2 squads on that location to lock it down while Stalker moves in and secures the site and goes through whatever we can find there. If it's like an ammo cache or some sort of patrol base out in the middle of nowhere, we'll secure just that small area, before we secure it, right? So depending on the size of the site is going to dictate how much of that area around needs to be secured before we start looking for intel and stuff like that. All right, any questions on that? All right, so we're really looking for, when it comes to intel, not human intel, but laptops, radios, maps, papers, anything that you could reasonably classify as intel, right? So for you guys on the ground, that means take a picture of it or, a screenshot. If you have a helmet cam running, make sure you do that and send it up your COC. We have a intel reporting forum that leaders can submit all this intel to that goes directly to S2 and S3. That's on the forums, so we'll make sure that is republicized somewhere. But that should also be noted in the patrol reports. So make sure all this stuff is being communicated up your COC. Squad leaders, make sure you're notifying platoon so that it's included in the overall patrol report for your mission.
When Sergeant May said we submit that stuff to S2, he was referencing the document on, or the intel report form on the forum. Since we've already broken immersion a little bit, our S2 in the unit does not do anything with intel. That's the S3's job. So in character, we're reporting it to S2. Out of character, we're submitting the found intel report on the forum.
Got it.
All right, roger that. And then just to go over a couple similarities. So we talk about counterinsurgency versus mount. right? So a lot of the time, and it's particularly in this training exercise, we're going to be having to deal with both, right? Now the focus is counterinsurgency, so that means
let me know if
we want to be careful
he's louder
not
than
to
me. But essentially, S3
abuse
is
or
training.
overuse firepower, right?
So
There's going to be the issue of collateral damage.
in
and
character,
coin is a more
we're
longer
reporting
term
it to
strategy.
S2.
Like mount is a
But since
direct
S3 is
combat
like the ones
operation
to
on a
like
built-up urban
organize the
environment,
missions and
right?
stuff like that,
Counterinsurgency
we
can take place in an urban
fill out
environment, but it is not
the
necessarily
form
an assault on an
on
urban
our
environment,
like
right? So these
506
things are
IR
two different things, but we
forum.
have to be careful and use a lot of the same tactical
There's like a little form out there
focus,
on
right?
there,
So when we do CQB, we're clearing rooms
we
and
fill it
stairwells and
in,
rooftops,
add a
which we're
screen
going to have
grab
to
or
do if
whatever
we're going through an urban
of the
environment
intel that
looking
we
for an
gather,
insurgency.
and
We
that
have
allows
to, make sure we're
S3
still
to
following our
track
bounding
like
maneuvers
what
and fire
we
team overwatch,
know
controlling
in
intersections, choke
character.
points. There's still going to be limited visibility, restricted mobility, and we have to be careful of vertical space and other breach points like that, right? So
like
a lot of the
in character
tactical
is
sense that
S2,
goes into a
out of
mount
character it's actually S3.
operation is going to be prevalent here as well. So it's just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, because now we're looking at civilians that are a potential OPFOR that are dressed as civilians to intermix themselves with the population that mean to do us harm, right? So it's going to be a lot tougher on us. Can anyone tell me the 5 S's? First one, shout. Anybody know the next one? Anybody? All right. Shout, show, shoot, right? So first we shout.
Someone did know. You guys are just keeping it to yourselves.
All right. So shout first, right? We identify that, make contact. Not. All right. Let me back that up. Not contact. We want to make a verbal warning to someone that's approaching our lines. So shout at them, acknowledge that, hey, stop right there. Turn around, go away, walk back, return to your home, whatever. Show is the next one. We raise our weapon. We show them that we are ready to fight back. Don't aim it directly at them. That's the next phase. Show would be show your weapon at them that you're ready to engage. Then the first shoot is shoot off to the side, a warning shot, and then shoot essentially again, and then shoot to kill, right? We don't shoot to wound here, so if you get to the point where you're shooting a second or third time, the third time is a shoot to kill. So the second shot is mostly for a vehicle, so that's a shoot to disable. So if you have a vehicle coming in, it's not stopping from a warning shot or a burst warning shot from a machine gun or something like that, you would try to shoot to disable and then shoot to kill. Captain, you had something to add there?
We cannot in game shoot to wound. That would be the second shoot.
Right.
So for our purposes, the second shoot is only regarding vehicles. If you decide you have to shoot someone, kill them.
All right, any questions about that? All right, now when it comes to identifying, a potential insurgent versus a civilian, it's going to be tough. A couple key giveaways, though, are the type of weapon systems they're carrying, right? So a lot of the times a local populace will be carrying, small arms, 7.62, AKs, basic, similar weapon systems to what we carry. But if you see someone with a PK or an RPG, well, those fucking things are not needed to herd goats. So those are pretty much dead giveaways. Someone's on a mounted weapon or on a technical, those are, enemy targets. You can confidently say that those are most likely OPFOR. All right, but I think that's all I have as far as notes to fill in here. But anyone have anything else? Captain, anything?
There could sometimes be militias with heavier weaponry, like we just dealt with in the deployment we got done with. So we need to be vigilant about that, but we should be briefed about that beforehand.
Roger that. S3, anything to add?
Thank you, Captain. Nothing from S3.
Roger. LT Franklin? I guess not. All right, Sergeant May, do you have a briefing for the first part here?
Yes, I do, Captain.
All right, bring it in.
Thank you. All right. Your first mission at this time is to move to the town of St. Pierre in grid 0906-015. We are looking for any insurgent insurgent networks in the town.
Yes,
Gather what
sir.
intelligence you can from the local populace. if they're willing to talk to you.
We like to watch some
move in
things explode.
insurgents when able, or where able. If you can find more intel and act on it, it is best to do so. After the town of St. Pierre, if there is more, that is up to the task force commander whether or not you act on that further information. That is all.
Alright, roger that. Lieutenant Franklin, did you have a dismount already planned here?
Test.
Yep, there you are.
I had it marked on there. The must be using the invisible crayon on the map.
Just give me a grid ref where you had it.
It's going to be right in the town of Vernon there. It's going to be 093 020.
Alright, roger that. So, yeah, maybe we'll push it one grid northwest, around there. Alright. So that'll be the rough dismount point. We'll pull off on that dirt road at 091, 022, and we'll dismount the unarmed Vics there, keep the armed Vics with us while we push down, and we'll stop it. We'll get to phase line 1, take a look at what's going on, and figure it out from there.
Copy all.
Alright, so we are going to do convoy operations once we get in the VIC, so make sure everyone gets the radio set up, and we'll do radio checks. If there's nothing else, you guys are clear to lock and load and mount up.
For some reason, my map got deleted out of my...
Those are somebody's
start moving to our first
spots. Alright, let me get up to him. There you go, Lex.
You are constantly talking there. You're hot mic.
Yeah, wait, I gotta pick something
yeah, those little red markers on the maps are somebody else's marks for kind of sort of how they want to take the mission.
Alright, we are last Vic, we are manning it. I want the AR with me. Henderson,
yeah, but I heard chatter that
drivers and the gunner.
somebody
We are
had
in the second Vic.
somebody was saying that they updated the
All stations 32.5. We'll take the third Vic here.
Yes, I need you on 5-0.
Integrity is 1-1 in the second vehicle.
Oh, you want me to drive, sir?
Second Vic from the front.
And select the blue armband.
Say again, we are in the third Vic. Third Vic.
Yeah.
How do I get into the back? Or is that not an option? Oh yeah.
Oh, you're driving, Mike. Alright, let this guy go.
This one here.
Alright, this is 6. I gotta get off 32.5 to get on 5-0 here.
Roger that.
Roger.
So I heard some chatter that they were changing the Geneva Convention, or have already, or something like that, to where medics can carry saws, like squad automatic.
Vic 1's convoy command, leaving Charlie on 5-0 over.
Alpha and Bravo, let me know when you're...
I need to go like fact check that, because I'm not about to give up my Geneva Convention like protections just because somebody says so.
Thankfully nothing's coming through for him, but he's hot.
Yeah, I sent a I've let him know.
I poked him, I've talked to him, but he didn't, I don't know if he was, got his mic muted or what.
Evans, step up.
I'm afraid it's going to be just tying up bandwidth when just sitting there constantly transmitting. There you go. I think you fixed it. Alright.
I thought it was blue. This is Marine Corps' favorite color.
1-6 on 3-2 over.
Any station, this net, this is Vic 2, radio check on 5-0 over.
Vic 2's convoy command, leaving Charlie on 5-0 over.
So, Master Stevens, when we are Oscar Mike, I'm going to clear him to lift. Does he just follow us? Do I need to tell him to like just
convoy command, leaving Charlie on 5-0 over.
Send him
Yeah. So what I would do in this situation is I would have him escort us up to the dismount point.
Vic 3's convoy command, leaving Charlie on 5-0 over.
So you're gonna have him lift, you're gonna take his check-in. And then have him give us some escort. It's up to you how we do. It's up to you and the task force commander, obviously. It's how we do this.
Roger that, Victory. Okay, we're gonna be Vic 4 actually, as it turns out.
Could you remind me of your name again?
And
so just you'll let Stalker pull into the convoy in front of us, starter.
Roger that.
Let's see here. Like give
Stalker's
him an idea
the
where we're gonna be
Humvee.
dismounting and where you want him to stop and
I
pull
don't
off of his
think so.
escort,
I think they have a. They're going to be up here on our right at this intersection here.
Oh, Roger, I see him.
Captain, they should be taking the third Vic spot, if I'm not mistaken, for convoy.
Yeah, we got in the third Vic. They have it up there on the right. They're going to pull into the convoy here.
Copy all.
Are we all? Since you're in here, are we all loaded up?
Double checking that time now. Stand by. Havoc 1, this is 1-6. Are we all loaded
6 is Dagger.
Yeah.
Did you want Warlord just to follow us till the dismount?
Yeah, that's fine. They're clear to spool lift.
Copy. Warlord is Dagger and 51.5 over.
Does your JBCP work, sir? Little screen in front of you?
Well, I mean, it does, but it doesn't. It's not very functional. Vic 5's Convoy Command, Limit Charlie 50 over.
Paper, you can,
Vic 5, this is Convoy Command 50, be advised you are last Vic, over. Actually, you're going to be Vic 6.
You want to be really cool, since we're...
Captain, looks like we're waiting on one that's off comms at this time. They're trying to get them somewhere.
Yeah, no kidding. Just hop on 5-0, be like, time's up, let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
1-6 interrogative. Are you still waiting on that one? Over. Solid copy. All 1-3. This is 1-6.
Look at that dude just standing there, like wasting space.
Are we good? I think I saw that person get in.
This is 1 send it.
Someone needs to hand that man a tree.
I think we can roll out. He can meet us at the dismount point when he fixes his shit.
This is 1-6. Solid copy. I'll tango Mike. 1-6 out. Captain, we're good to go.
I'm actually not sure.
All victors. This is Convoy Command on 50. We are Oscar Mike. Maximum speed 50 kph. Maintain 50 meters dispersion. Over.
Have him do that little close escort off for us once we're out of the wire.
Alright, Vic 3, this Convoy Command, go ahead and pull in after Vic 2.
Warlord is Dagger.
Alright, we're locked in. Convoy Command, Oscar Mike.
Advise convoys, Oscar Mike. Can you provide low flight security over? Yeah, copies.
Might be having some transmission trouble.
Vic 1, this Convoy Command, you're getting a little bit out in front here, over.
Yeah. Solid copy.
Roger.
We just have to talk with our motor pool.
Got to get the blinker fluid replaced in here.
Oh yeah. Do I even have blinkers?
Warlord is Dagger. Send your check-in when ready, over.
What was that?
Warlord ND.
That was the Apache engaging something back to our northwest at 300.
That was Warlord ND.
That was an ND.
Hell of an ND.
Farewell, Dave, father of 4.
ND. Copy, standing by.
This is 1-6 on traffic.
Yeah.
Vic 1,
This thing has like blinkers and stuff. I can't figure out how to use my blinkers.
The town of Duress looks clear and there's no movement. Go ahead and continue same speed through the town. Over.
This is 1-6.
Roger, out.
Solid copy. We'll send that up once we have gotten to the dismount point. Over.
Warlord, this is Dagger. 1x flight H64 Echo Apache, 76 Hydras, 1x AIM-9 Bortcord Maple. Over.
Captain, we need to, if we can, get a tech insert as soon as possible.
All right, Roger. Once as soon as we dismount, call it up.
Solid copy. All.
This is Dagger Uniform Confirm. Are those FIM-92 Stingers or are they AIM-9 Sidewinders already? FIM-92 Stinger, Tango Mike.
Right.
Roger that, lead Vic. All Victors, we are approaching dismount. Once we get down this dirt road, we're going to find a safe spot to park the unarmed Vics, break. We'll do a full dismount of unarmed Vics, but only a combat dismount of the armed Vics. Over.
Yeah, Roger. We'll debrief on that later.
Roger, all Victors herringbone. I say again, all Victors herringbone.
Alright. Let them know, kind of give them a sit rep update what we're doing.
You can go on the, just behind the fence here, it's fine.
Roger.
Alright, all armed Victors, full dismount, all armed Vics, partial dismount or combat dismount. Signing out 5-0.
Advise when we start moving southeast.
Be advised, we're doing soft dismount this time.
Be advised, new echo point will be the gas station is 097017. Have you stay at Alpha Bravo 1.
Dude, every time I play, what's it called? Flashing lights. They have the blinker mechanic in there.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Check with 6 about the small arms.
I've lost my captain.
Solid copy on all 6. We're passing down time now. Over.
This is 6.5. Send it.
This is my captain. There are many others like him, but this one is mine.
Being engaged by small arms. Alright, Roger. Well, let's disregard it for now, and then if it happens again, let me know. Say again?
We're going to proceed south into the town. Alpha, you're on points.
Okay, yeah,
I see them. They're just west of the river, near the big intersection.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, cool. Do you have an idea of how many?
No. Just know it's a load of those fuckers.
Language.
Okay, well, thank you for the information.
Yeah. Hopefully you get my town back. Alright, see you, mate.
Hey, break. Sorry. Info from one of the civilians there. Looks like in the town of Saint Pierre in grid 096015, there's 2-story buildings, 4 of them interconnected, and they are going to be, civilians said that there's OPFOR moving in and out of those buildings. Yeah, good marker.
One of the 6 in traffic.
You're with me, let's go.
Roger. Note that in 096015 there is a set of 4 multi-story buildings that are interconnected. Break. Human intelligence has suggested that there are confirmed OPFOR moving in and around that block. So we're gonna move on the south side of the river. The whole task force to secure that block and clear out those buildings and see what we can find there. So we're gonna secure that entire grid 096015. Over.
There's a bridge. If you turn left off that dirt road, come towards it. Got eyes on you.
All right, Roger. Yeah, let's keep the whole platoon on the south side of the river for now, and we'll secure that intersection and spread out from there.
For a SIMREP, enemy, or correction, civilians have advised that there's enemy contacts in grid 096015.
Break, all squads.
All stations on 3-2. I have audible on gun, small arms fire, troops in contact. Yes, troops in contact. 1 to 6, give me contact report as soon as you get it.
But we've already moved out. Catch up with that team that's up ahead of us. We'll catch up with you.
Copy.
I'm switching to the south side. Go for Bravo.
Roger, contact the gas station. Do you have a size of the force?
Here we go, Bubba. Airborne.
Roger. 1, this is 6. Can you confirm that's not what we were engaged with? Over.
Looks like about 250, 300 meters out.
Oh, he just dips.
Roger, Stalker.
Point at it. Straight ahead. 115. Range. It's gonna be like 680.
Clear back last.
Back last clear.
Rocket.
Switch me, Rex.
has eyes on a BTR down.
I didn't even see the splash.
They fired 1 hit over.
Roger. Smoking morphine, everybody.
Alright, 1 to 6 on 3-2, over.
Watch on the right. Advise we're engaging
1 to 6 on 3-2, over.
BTR to the east, unknown status. If you want to try to push Bravo 1, and get eyes on that side of over.
Solid copy 1-1. Did you guys know if you engaged this van, over?
Yes, keep moving.
This is 1-6, interrogative 1-1. Did you guys engage this van, over?
It got
What's up?
I need your heat.
This is 6, send it.
Got 2 heat on the ground, above me.
Thank you.
I'm not even seeing these guys.
Alright, roger that.
Let's get out of these guys' way.
Go ahead and maneuver the bulk of your forces to start securing the southern block at 096015, and then Stalker and 1-3 can take care of that gas station and hold that northern security over.
Roger.
Alright, roger that. Stalker, this is 6. Once you're done at the gas station, you're going to have to pull south to help secure those.
This is the 506th IRRU.
Crossing.
This is the official server.
Crossing street here.
Roger. Right after you, sir. They do have a public server out. I believe it's on the Everon map right now. Airborne.
Hey, keep an eye on that bell tower.
Dagger, this is 6. I've seen tracers going out towards Warlord there.
Be advised, BTR or BMP identified this solid here at the hotel inside town.
All stations, this is Havoc 6, be advised, a armored vehicle has been located in town. Stand by for location, over.
Friendlies on the south side.
He's right up here.
I need to talk to the task force commander.
Yeah.
Where?
Roger. Sir, we got intel from a civvy that they've gathered people from the town and they've put them in that church.
Roger, like a hostage situation?
Possibly.
Alright, roger. Alright, 1-1, you go ahead and move up past us here.
Roger. Alpha and Bravo, I need you to push
Stalker,
past
this is
the
Havoc
command
6 on
element here,
3-2,
continue
over.
moving into the town towards the church.
Be advised, we've been informed that the local insurgency is holding civilians as hostages at the church in the middle of town, over.
One misses, 1-1
Check that.
priority traffic over. 1-6, this is 1-1 priority traffic over. Alright, all Havoc 1 elements on 4-0 break. I've been advised by a civilian that the enemy forces have put people into the church. They've gathered people into the fucking church. Possible hostage situation, over. Roger, alright,
all stations be
move on the
advised,
north
there's
side
armored
of these
vehicle moving towards the task force from the south. I'm gonna need you guys to secure the building surrounding this church to the southeast, so Stalker can move in there. Over.
Smoking. Stalker, that's a negative.
Oh, that's Stalker's vehicle.
Roger. Let's go ahead and secure the area just surrounding the church before we move on those buildings to the southwest. Over.
I'm using the force. It's the power of my mind.
Watch out, I mean, some guy fucking walk out right here. All stations be advised, Stalker's making entry into the church via the main gate on the north. Time now.
Send for dagger. copies. Copy that.
Yeah, but
zero...
it's not critical. I'm not going to relay it.
Yeah.
I met with him directly. It's in the church that Stalker is trying to clear right now.
Shot at from over there, I think.
Negative. I'm just trying to stay up with him.
A movement to 240 friendlies to 240. Watch out in that direction.
Where's fire coming from? We got friendlies over there. Friendlies over there.
Yeah, no, that was an enemy. There's friendly coming across the bushes right
Hey, right around 210, right around this fucking corner.
He's down.
Change your mags.
Roger, got you covered.
Give me a grid when you can.
Break. Be advised, 1-4 and 1-3 have a BTR or BMP in front of them. Unknown type.
Copies.
Yeah, that's already been ID'd.
There, copies.
One to 6 on 3-2 over.
Is that friendly move over there?
Can you have 1-3 and 1-4 collapse back to the west to hold our eastern flank on that bridge in grid 097015 over? Yeah, A-firm, have them move back west. They're a little bit too far to the east. I want to keep it a little tighter. Roger, 6 out. I'm going to push up a little bit.
Roger, on you.
I'm opening this door just to check it.
That was one in front of 1-3 and 1-4?
Yes.
Alright, moving up.
And then 2 more on the pier.
Also, 3 be advised, armor in front of 1-4 and 1-3 has been updated to a BRDM break. Also, 2 more BRDMs looking
inside.
Taking fire from inside.
Taking shots from inside. Anyone can open the door? Anyone got a frag ready? Get frag ready.
I got a frag.
Hold here.
Actually, better idea. That's under you.
It's on the stairs, I think.
I have no idea where Alpha's at.
Is that a second frag?
They're right next
Yeah,
to
Shed 2 down behind us.
I'm ready. I'll go and help clear. I'll go with helping you clear.
Sir, I'm going to take care of these casualties real quick.
Roger.
I'm moving over.
Got left. I got left. I'm holding left. Holding left.
Binging left leg.
Clapping this door.
He's down.
This is 6,
Smoke upstairs.
Bravo, this 1-2. We got 2 down.
Ennis, I got you.
Station.
Yep, on you. Going right.
Bravo copies.
Ennis, how's your head? I'm getting your head.
Copy that. Eyes on. They're being treated.
We have enemies up top, one's down, and moving up.
He will come for a second.
Get one on me.
Alpha, if you're up, get in this building and support.
Going upstairs.
They need a mic.
I got a mic.
Opening the door.
Got sniper taking shots at Faye.
You feeling dizzy though? Alright, I'm starting to line on you. Good to go.
Taking pot shots at us somewhere south, attempting to get eyes on. Yeah, I think
Copy
it's
that.
south,
Sniper
judging by
south.
the bullet hole.
1-1. This
Ennis, you should be green. Are you bleeding from anywhere else?
No, not bleeding. Just got broken leg.
Be advised.
Okay, I gave you one morphine. I'll try and give you another one if you need.
I'm feeling a little dizzy and I'm in pain. I'll try to get better protection of it.
Roger that. Let me get you.
Bravo, can you get
drop
me
a line on
range?
you.
Roger.
That should take care of your pain.
Bravo, range on the possible sniper. 120 meters out. I think we got him. Reference white smoke straight south of the police station.
Copy, white smoke, south police station.
Alright, where'd my captain go?
Alpha, back up, it's walking slowly.
We still got this backyard to clear. Need one.
He's awake. He's awake, coming down.
Opening.
I think.
Corner fed,
Coming in.
to the right, can't really see a whole lot of dead space.
In my eyes, being a real detriment.
Gonna go right.
32.5, right?
Moving up the steps here.
6, this is Mike. What's your location?
A lot of foliage.
I'm on the ground floor. I'm right next to you. I see it.
Roger.
This is 610 traffic.
You guys got left.
Bet you're happy for that armor now.
The garage is clear. I'll move back.
Why did I switch to 4.8?
Yeah, but that shit saved your ass. I don't like it either, trust me. I wish it had more bigger viewports, but...
Alright, you clear.
Alright, roger that. Make sure 1-1 doesn't push any further south. They can collapse or just hold that southern flank while we clear this block of occupied buildings over.
All here.
6 is moving.
Oh, he's moving.
Ready Alpha when you set.
Roger.
Go ahead and keep pushing down this road.
Fine. Garage clear.
Looks like the boys are clear the garages, then we'll be ready to move.
Yeah, take time.
Yep.
Do you have any issue with the way I handled that, just for training purposes here?
No, I missed which part are you talking
about? We had a squad trying to breach that building. They had 2 go down. I decided to push myself in uniform in the system since they had total threat inside.
Totally fine.
Alright, perfect.
On you, Alpha. All clear.
Oh boy.
Garage is clear. On me, we're gonna make sure this backyard's clear.
Sounds like a blue.
Alright, Alpha, we're gonna push down this road. Let's go.
I mean, technically, if either one of us goes down, it's a bad day. I mean, but if I go down, I can't get him back up.
True that.
Copy. I'm keeping the Vic up with Alpha.
I'm moving up with this fire team that's clearing the buildings on the main street here.
Copy.
Opening the store.
Roger.
That looks clear.
Bravo, are we still rear security? Because I do see friendly vehicles behind us now.
Got a stairwell far.
Dagger, or Dagger, that's whoever's in the church.
Yeah, these are the buildings that they said were occupied, right?
Hey, firm.
For now, we've got plenty of friendlies behind us.
4 2 stories, interconnected. Yeah, that looks like it.
Stalker, this is Havoc, send traffic.
One is on our southwest side.
Opening this door and pieing.
We got friendlies on our southwest side, other side of the
Alright, roger that. So we're gonna need you over on our position
clear.
to your southwest to clear through these 4 buildings looking for more intel. Once we have this area secured, we'll move to that secondary, over.
Oh yeah,
At the gas station, or wherever the fuck that is, convenience store. That was me.
Nice.
Set for Dagger.
Coming in.
1-6 is
Roger.
A firm.
Okay, I have him down on the port.
Either gonna do side by side or continue this way.
Be advised,
more
room here, I'm going in.
Advise more possible
Roger.
hostages located at 116-022 at the little dock town there of Land.
Looks like he's getting briefed.
Alright, clear.
I do still copy out.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Got the stairs.
Yeah, we'll take the stairs
Crossing
here.
you, Mike.
Roger.
Got more stairs going up.
Yeah,
Hooking
watch.
left.
Roger, I'll take the stairs.
Pushing up behind you.
Going left over first. looks clear. Going left.
Roger, watching cross door.
I'm pushing up. Henderson, you with me?
Actually, Mike, let me take it in front of you.
Roger.
Are you gonna close the door up here?
Long room.
Left looks clear.
Looks good. Going right.
Roger.
Clear right. Got doors to my right. These may be cross going to the other room with the other guys. Oh no, I think they're upstairs.
Roger, I'm watching this door.
Clear.
Right's clear.
Bedroom.
Clear.
Right's clear. Moon in left.
This multi-story is all clear.
All clear.
All right, all clear.
Copy, we're moving in.
Four coming out.
City in the middle of the road.
Civilian to the northeast. Civilian to the. This is Havoc 6. We got a civilian middle of town to the northeast of those marked buildings. We're trying to clear time now.
Six.
Yeah.
You know we engaged a target to that gas station to our direct east here, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Gotcha.
Center dagger.
Roger.
Be
Let's go
advised.
ahead and make sure we search these 4 marked buildings in this grid, 096015, and confirm that they are clear and secure. Over.
6, be advised, I do have eyes on
Roger.
2
Once
times.
that's done, we're all going to push across to the east and secure the rest of the pier. Break.
More civilians
After
coming
that,
in
we're
from the
going
east.
to maneuver up to the northeast of the town of Lanker in grid 116022. Intel has reported that there are more captured civilians there being held by civilians. Over.
Be advised, 469 meters out there on the port. I got 3 guys running around there armed. 1 guy's weapons up looking our way.
Roger. I'm moving up closer.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, there's 1 to 6 on 3-2, over.
There's a couple more up under the cranes as well to the left of that.
1 to 6 on 3-2, over. One, be advised, the end of the pier, there's a military tent that we'll need to secure and search over.
Movement under the cranes. I'm taking sporadic fire incoming.
1-3 Alpha. Be advised,
Roger that. Let's go ahead and get
contact in the building,
consolidated,
50
and we'll start
meters to our
bounding up
fucking
to the
east.
northeast and move east on the north side here. Over.
I believe that was for Dagger. I believe we're going to disregard that for now.
Try not to engage unless you have a clear shot. You have friendlies moving in that area.
Unknown vehicle 100.
Changing mag. I'm up.
Copy that.
This is 6 in traffic.
What did you say about the castle?
He wanted to know if we were doing anything with the castle, if we knew if anything was up there. I told him Stalker was planned on going up there, but we're gonna do that. We're going to the east.
We might be engaging those guys down there at the port. I'm not 100% sure though.
BTR or no BRDM.
Yeah, BRDM.
They're reporting there was more contact in there. Have those been cleared? Over.
Negative, it's on the move.
Copy that. Go ahead and do an alternate straight through them.
Alright, roger that. Once we have everything secured down to northern line 014, then we'll pull back and move to the northeast. Over.
Direct east on the docks.
1-6, this is 1-2, over.
Also, there's a BRDM to the direct east on the docks.
He just moved right. He moved back into the buildings to the left of the docks.
Oh yeah, I can barely see his fucking turret right here. Directly under the crane to the east.
Oh, I see him.
Keep an eye out for intel back on those buildings.
BRDM coming around the corner, speeding towards us up the road, bearing 8-3. Went behind that building. Catastrophic.
Copy. Skirt.
On the docks, so let's focus our attention south.
Yeah, I grabbed that JPC.
There might be a second one out there somewhere.
Either that or it might be our boys over there.
50?
Yeah, I think it's friendly 50.
I know there were two originally called on the pier. I know we just
Taking
destroyed
shots
one. I
from
don't know about the
this,
second one.
from this red house or whatever down there.
Back here, they're clearing those out at the moment.
Oh shit.
How was that?
NG firing overhead.
There's contact 195 second story building.
That friendly 50 is firing right over us. Fucking A. Set for dagger.
Reloading. To the 6 in traffic.
Go ahead and send it.
On the pier?
Dagger copies. They're still inactive, correct?
Roger, does it have a location for either of those?
Yeah, copies.
It's not here.
We got
Copy.
Mike over
Can
here.
you
What's up?
tell
I heard medic.
Just come next to the vehicle so I can get out and give you...
He's across the road behind that fence.
Is anyone clear on this building up here?
You need pain management?
No,
no, this bloody and needs this guy.
Roger.
I'll move up with you.
This is a gate. His legs
I'm
kind of
moving up on this building to clear it that we were taking shots from.
Yeah, both my legs are not doing so good.
I got you. There you go.
Thank you. Oh, that's good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Looks like 1-2's about to breach that building too.
Alright, it should be up momentarily.
Thank you. Alright, Charlie, I'm right behind you.
Looking for intel. If you find any, let me know.
Contact front, down.
Contact in this room, right? Down.
6 is 6 Mike. Which location?
Going in left.
We're in that 2-story building that we were taking contact from.
One down right.
I'm pushing this room.
With you.
Roger, in with you.
One down. Another room in the back, reloading.
I got point.
Take it. Set.
Pop the door.
Exterior.
1-2, this is Bravo. Door.
Latrine end of the hall is clear.
Moved up with 1-6 on the fucking
clear?
building just
All
to
clear.
the south of where you
Alright,
guys
Roger,
were
move it
originally
up.
were.
Alright, on you. Take the
Moving.
stairs. Someone check this door in the back.
Roger, checking. Opening.
One down.
Roger.
Door is external.
Cover you right here.
Looks clear.
Copy, I'm going left.
Alright, covering.
Yep.
One down, one in.
Alright, I got you covered, sir.
Popping this door, pieing.
Alright, Roger. Charter, watch the right here.
Room looks clear, just
Roger.
gotta check behind the door.
Alright.
Clear, coming out.
First floor is now clear. There were still
Alright,
2
move it
uncleared
up.
rooms.
Opening this door. 1 down in here. 2 down in here.
Alright, let's get security.
Looks clear on the left.
Up top.
Oh, it continues down this hall here. Alright.
Dagger's gonna grab security outside.
Long room. Looks clear. Can't see this right corner. You want to take this right corner? I'll take left.
Copy.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Your call. Moving.
room, the right corner's clear, moving down. Left clear. Clear. All clear. My fucking gunner got those, I'm proud.
Nice. Alright, opening, coming back out of the hall. Roger that one. Did you get a location on where that training ground might be over? Alright, pop in the store. Bathroom.
Left clear.
Can't see behind the door to the right. I'm gonna hook left. 3, 2, 1, go.
Roger, in and right.
Left clear.
Right is clear.
All clear. Alright, this building is clear. That's exterior. 3 coming out, 3 coming out.
3 guys on that second floor, good fucking shooting. Move up parallel to these garages.
Alright, 1 to 6 on 3-2, over.
Hold there. Keeps us online with friendlies.
1, this is... 1, let's go ahead and start reconsolidating back on the north side. We'll cross that bridge at TRP Hotel, grid 097015. Link back up with Stalker and push east and secure the harbor and docks, over. Alright, roger that.
Warlord, this is Dagger.
Oh, hold on there, buddy. Stop, 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 stop.
Oh, freeze.
Or not.
I think he's be advised, friendlies are moving back to the bridge at TRP Hotel to cross to the east side, over.
Got the civilians standing over here.
This is that guy.
Alright, we are to reconsolidate at the bridge and then proceed with movement here to the...
Hey, you should get out of here, buddy. Return to go find somewhere safe.
He's dead now.
He has a minor injury.
I could treat that.
Yeah, if you can treat him, but if he's just gonna keep running away, just disregard him.
Excuse me, sir, I'm a medic. Can I help you?
No.
Paramedico!
Roger.
Yeah, he dipped.
Alright. I'm moving across.
Roger, moving across, Steve.
Crossing.
Yeah. Alright, Alpha, go ahead.
Watch it. This, oh yeah, we've already got clear through this, right?
I held. I did see friendlies on the fire station.
Yeah, we got conflicts up
Do you want us pushing left over to that deck? We're gonna push left back into our lane. So pretty much
He knows squeaky English? Yeah. Gonna back off of him just a little bit.
I'm gonna hold here until the rest of 1 pulls back and gets across the bridge here.
Roger that.
Boy, it would suck if, you know, like an armored convoy came down from the southeast that Warlord had to engage.
Actually, this is a little more cover, right? Here, that looks clear in there. Alright, we're good.
I think someone did take control of him. Because he didn't answer back when I was like, hey, I'm a medic, can I help you? Pretty sure he answered back, was like, no.
This is 6 in traffic, over. Roger, I don't see any lakes to the east of our position. There's a lake to the north, many hundreds of meters. I don't know if that's the one they're talking about, but right now our priority is going to be the civilians that are being held in the area of Lanker to the northeast, over. Roger. Our first order of business will be securing this dock and harbor right here. Alright, roger that. Let me know when we have this secured, over. Alright, the rest is coming up right now. Let's go ahead and push up a little bit.
Set a new echo point at
Roger.
Foxtrot. I'm going to have you stay up by Alpha 1. Civilian called out possible caves and tunnels with outpour around them.
Window shopping.
Dagger removing.
Yep.
Lake or one of the rivers.
Southeast.
Eyes on.
Pretty sure I saw this house on Zillow.
You mean, I can afford that one. Oh, shit.
Crossing.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, it comes.
From this little shit shack over here, I think.
Copy.
You good, sir?
Yeah, I'm good.
Ready to cross.
There's voices to our left also, so there might be a fucking funnel here.
Yeah, there's a fucking building right across the
I'm
street.
gonna pop some smoke.
Pop it to our left here.
Oh, somebody just saved my life. There's a guy on the field there too. They just dropped.
Okay. Ready to cross.
All right, stand by. Let the left plume a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, going. Okay, back door's open here. Back door's open.
Dagger's going over them.
Might have been the guy that came around.
Roger.
Hopping over.
Opening the door. Going in slow.
Oh, okay, you're going from front?
Yeah.
Alright, we're at the back.
On your 6, sir.
All right, back door's open. Checking this other room.
We're clear here.
Looks clear.
Yeah, it's empty. He left.
He probably bugged out across the street.
All right, this area is clear.
Stay on the north side. Don't go to the.
There's friendly Vic in front here.
These buildings are occupied.
All right, one's gonna take that building.
White Stalkers all the way to the fucking east end.
Watching windows. Watching windows.
Alright, that's Stalker down there.
This window is, I think, it's crouched down.
Backside. Watching north side.
Moving up.
Roger, on your 6.
Copy that.
Negative. Stay again.
Looking around. Friendlies.
Said there's for sure contacts up the hillside to the north there. He just is unsure where.
Roger.
Stalker's up on top of that 2-story.
6 is a dagger.
This is 6, send it.
We advise the northern area that we're looking at does have movement in it. We cannot PID or get solid numbers.
Roger, what's the northern area specifically?
He wasn't able to specify. He just took.
What, Mike? This is 1-1 Mike. I'm green on Oliver. Be advised, it was north of us, unknown exactly where he took contact as he was flying over.
Whoa. Set.
All right.
Mike, this is 1 train by.
Stand by.
Green all around.
This is 6 in traffic.
Element to the east on the other side of the wall. Just go ahead and bounce past them.
1 Mike, this is 6 Mike, green all over.
Alpha, when that little whatever shed is clear, go ahead and just keep pushing.
This is 1 for Mike, wait 1.
Side of the harbor.
Roger, let's get Stalker to set some demo charges on those before we get out of here. Alright, go. Alright. Alright, Roger. Once you secure the area, we'll set them on and just move out here. Alright, go for it. Opening.
1 for Mike, this is green all over.
Big room, big room.
On the right, clear on the right.
Looks clear to left.
With you guys set.
You want to bang it?
Flash it.
Roger.
Flash out. Go, going left.
Going right.
Going right.
Clear.
Alpha, we're pushing past on the left side of the building.
Heading on the far right corridor here. Clear on the rear side.
Clear left.
You got a double door.
Yeah, this looks exterior. Alright, popping it. Friendly's coming out.
Popping this one.
Sorry. Go for it.
Got it.
Alright, going out left. 4 coming out.
Alright, take that Vic around that bus stop that's right in front of you. You'll see a split in the 2 fences right beside the ASR. Jump that motherfucker right beside that lamppost.
Roger. All stations be advised. Stalker is manning enemy vehicles to move them.
Forward.
Or this dagger.
Stay on
Be advised, Stalker's doing some enemy mix around over there.
Covering that orange building to the left.
Yeah, move up on that, I guess, or move closer.
Be advised, Warlord
Roger.
has eyes on a cave. He is going to be marking it momentarily.
Crossing.
Hey, Steven.
There's no hole in the fence we're going to have to go through on the gate.
Yeah,
Unless we can come around the other side.
Hey, 6.
Yeah.
There's a guy at the very peak of that mountain, like 054. Looks like Gopor.
Ooh, really? 054?
Rough, like 050 up that way.
Oh, I see him. He's skylining like a motherfucker.
Oh, man. He is not...
This Baron von Titleist.
It doesn't look like he has a weapon, but he has the same outfit on, it look like.
Alright, let's just clear this building out just to be safe.
Roger.
Alright, going in left.
You're right.
That's just a short hallway with a door. Alright, opening. Alright, another hallway. It's clear straight. Door on the left. I'm going to push past, hold this hallway.
Roger.
Alright, holding.
Opening. Back right's clear. Close right's looks clear.
Confirming.
Unable to see left.
Confirming grid 10700.
In and left.
Approximate grid.
Alright, clear.
Run that.
Left is clear.
Wrong that.
All clear.
1-1. I see it.
Warlord, say again, grid. Copy. Eyes on your infantry marker 107020. Break.
I do see that fucking guy up there.
6, Warlord spotted the cave entrance, rough grid 107020, side of that hill. Oh.
So 107020.
Yeah, from.
Alright, so maybe we'll move there on the way.
Wonder whose team he has 50 rupees on.
Wasted?
One, this is 6 on 3-2, over.
Was he flaring?
No.
Warlord's stagger.
That guy is not armed.
Can you send your previous traffic and advise why you...
Oh yeah, 300%.
One, be advised, Warlord has reported a cave entrance in grid reference 107020. We're going to move there next once we clear the docks before we move to
did you
the town of Lanker to the northeast. Over.
Okay, copy.
That's the one we're looking at.
Yeah, roger that. I'm tracking that potential spotter. I don't see any weapons at this time, but we're keeping an eye on him. Over.
He's definitely pointing or waving or something.
Well, he does look pretty nasty.
One Mike,
What
this
do you
is
think,
one
Dagger?
for Mike.
Looks like a
Sergeant
legitimate
Noble
military
has been
target.
treated to the best of my abilities and should be up shortly.
Looks to be equipped.
Anderson, can I have some
One
space?
Mike, copy.
He's definitely equipped like all the Alpha we've seen so far.
Alright.
Alpha Bravo, move to the east side of this, whatever these fucking tanks are, set up security.
Crossing you. What the fuck? Alright, whatever. I'm going around.
I would agree.
Seems I got something for you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Mike, get up here and bring the fucking cell phone. I got some intel for you.
Of course you did.
6, I got a second cave entrance for you when you're ready.
Alright, hold on.
So the next plan is to take the power.
Alright, what's up? What's up?
I already passed that information up to Platoon HQ, but yeah, just for you to hold on. We also found a phone and a map. I'm gonna get them on you or for you when I get caught up with my guys.
Alright, roger that.
Oh yeah,
last station on 326.
the caves.
Go around. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this shit.
Just drop the phone. Let me.
Alright, I got you. Stand by. Can you carry it? Like,
oh yeah, no, I can't.
Roger that.
Alright.
I can try to.
Friendly.
If anything, there's a gate right back over that way that you can come up and around.
Yeah, I'm taking that shit.
Yeet.
Is there a hole here we can get through?
I can make one real quick.
Yeah, we can make one.
It's a big old hole.
There, copies. Advised.
I'm coming up right behind you.
We got 1-4 right there. Hey guys.
Alright, roger that. If it's not viable, we're gonna divert back to the town of Lanker to secure the civilians.
Is it wife says, yeah. Wait, is this one? I switched to green.
One Mike, this is 1-4 Mike. Still waiting on Sergeant Noble. He's been fully treated. Should be up.
I need to know as soon as they're clear.
I pushed him over there because he was taking.
One Mike, copy. We're
Past that,
still
catch up
waiting
to
on
us down the
Sergeant
road, stay on the left side of the road.
Copy that.
Just keep moving, Bravo.
I don't see where I'm going. I don't.
Six is 1 on 3. Sergeant Noble has been treated and should be up shortly.
Roger that.
I'm stopped right here.
Alright, it's been called up. I can hear it being
Yeah,
yelled
I'm
up.
seeing you.
I didn't get a chance.
Not too much longer.
Roger. We ain't moving until this guy gets up.
Hey, you're fine. We're fine.
Key, this is 6 here.
Here we go.
Sir, my mic has the cell phone. He's gonna.
I'm moving the brick. Get out of the way, Noble.
I just dropped it. It's a radio.
Man, I'm at all fun.
Alright, got it.
Oh, we're just heading east. Establish blocking position.
This, disregarded.
Nothing happened after you went down. 6 is 1 on 3 advised all squads are reporting.
Yeah, he is.
This time, for Stalker to clear out the.
Should have murked him when we had the chance.
Roger that.
Set up your radio. I think we're past him now.
No, he's right here next to us.
Right. Yeah. 6.
Yep.
Got another cave entrance spotted north of the previous one. Grid 106024 near Ore Ridge.
Is there any movement around them?
Warlord's been taking sporadic contact from all over the mountainside.
Bro's just chilling up there somewhere.
That's the control dead.
Hiding out.
Control dead on the ammo cache and bits.
Alright, roger that. All stations on 3-2, let's go ahead and continue up to the northeast to the town of Lanker and secure that harbor town and find those civilians over.
Okay, yeah. That's true. No wonder I didn't see him up there.
Roger, I'm talking about the town at 116022. Alright, roger.
I'm glad I'm not the only one having that problem tonight.
Yeah, let's just continue on foot.
World is stagger.
Anyone need moleskin?
No, but I may need to hop into Vic and use a bottle.
Situation update.
Roger.
Guys, we're right now going to try to push past those cave entrances and continue on to that town.
6 is stagger uniform. Be advised, I'm gonna hop in this scrut.
Everyone cool over here, Ski?
Nope, the dagger just said
Yeah, A-firm, you're clear to do that.
Alright, buddy, I see you.
1, this is 6, and you
Yo, Stevens.
send a fire team to
There's a bush right there.
to clear those caves to the north on foot.
Yeah. One squad from F1 are going to actually be moving north to...
1, I say again, can you assign a fire team to move with Stalker to clear those caves to the north? They can hand off their vehicle to one of your squads over. Alright, roger. 6 out.
You're hot mic.
Oh, my bad, sir.
Say again on who was close with Stalker at this time. Over.
Alright, so Stalker, you want Warlord covering Stalker?
Oh yeah, definitely. Dude, the wide mouth bottles, am I right?
This is Stalker, we're up in the front on the left side of the road, parallel to our vehicle.
Look who it is.
With you, Randy.
You know,
6 is stagger.
This is 6 on traffic.
Confirming you said you were wanting Warlord to cover Stalker on this?
Yeah, A-firm.
Alright, roger. We'll hand off control to Stalker.
Roger.
Alright, look up his own.
Bye, Anderson.
I'm the Lorax and I'm blend with the trees.
Alright, roger that. Make sure one of your squads picks up Stalker's vehicle here.
You're going to be handing control to the
This is 1-2.
Guess we could technically take it.
Roger.
Actually, 1, this is 6. My elements go ahead and take this vehicle, so don't worry about it.
Disregard, keep going.
He said he attached 1-3 to move with us, but 1-3 is still moving.
Hopping in.
This is Stalker, I still see 1-3 moving up the road east.
1-3, this is 1-6, over.
Hey, Mike, let Dagger get on the gun so you don't get shot.
Oh.
I'll be right back. Off comms 30 here.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and push it up a bit. I'm just still
Moving
this
up.
Vic over here, which is now having 6 this Vic.
Are we there yet?
I'll turn this bitch around. I swear to God.
Go all Family Guys like, oh yeah, that would teach us. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is 6. I do not see you on Blue Force, over.
Say goodbye to your knees, Stevens. He's standing on them.
I wasn't tall enough to be able to see over the gun.
Oh god.
Dear God.
This is uniform. Wrong that.
Just want to put my head in bitches.
I'm confused.
I don't know. I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you transmit on 5.1.5, but.
Confirm. Did you hear me on 5.1.5 or on another net? That's so weird. Okay, Roger.
Yeah, don't breathe too deep.
1-4, this Delta.
Henderson, we're all trusting you.
You're what?
We're all trusting you not to let that Taco Bell out.
Yeah, apparently.
You better hope, because I've been fighting it for about the last hour.
Just pivot to the front of the truck if you need to let it loose. Then Stevens gets it. Unfortunately, in my entire aid bag, I didn't pack anything for pink eye.
That's why I got out of that seat.
He was getting a private show there for a little bit. Yeah, just don't breathe too deep. I mean, technically I could man the gun. I'd be giving up my Geneva Conventions rights, but I mean, I'm wearing my PT belt and iPro, so I'm pretty safe, right?
You're fine.
I don't think I can give it up now, knowing that your ass would be in my face.
PT belt for the win for sure. It's science, man. Just trust the science.
Let's go for 1-1. This is.
No, I'm with you.
Oh, copy.
Last station 3T, say again.
Where's Noble? He's gonna have it.
I'm right behind you.
No, that's Peterson.
I don't think there was any traffic on 3C.
6, any traffic?
I think that was
Leave a Charlie on 3-2, over.
There it is. Okay.
Marco.
radio speakers
Roger,
from
you were trying to send some traffic, 1? Alright, roger that.
What just came across the sky in front of us?
Not using my radio when
What?
identifying you.
There was just a missile or something that shot across the sky of the southeast.
I didn't see it.
Warlord or whoever's up there.
1-6, solid copy all.
Bro, I'd rather run at this point.
Sounds like a possible RPG towards Warlord.
With a stream like that? Oh,
yeah.
A stream.
That's an RPG stream still, yeah.
Was it? Okay.
I love how this is technically like a, what, V12 turbo diesel with plate armor glass and they can still hear us.
I got the open top, I can hear you.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
Oh, you guys aren't using your inside voices.
Ah.
Warlord's daggers.
Alpha Bravo heads up. So
Advise, we just seen RPGs being fired at you.
Still, these things are like stupid loud. You gotta like scream.
Dagger copies. Okay.
What did he say?
He fired that other AIM-9 on accident.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Right.
NDs for days. Nah, he's Air Force.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, no, whoa. It's technically an Army aviator.
Ah, fair point.
Air Force pilots are trained better than that.
Oh. I mean, to be fair, they are officers usually.
That's right. They went to the big schools.
Stop moving so goddamn fast. Ugh.
Uh-oh.
What, you stall it?
A couple buildings on the right.
If you flex your sprint muscle while driving, it engages the turbo.
Roger that.
High ground.
I mean, it's not like you have a chance to use your turbo right now.
That's true. I feel like this is the fun bus and that's the struggle bus.
This is always the fun bus.
Can I get to the front seat here? I don't think I can I?
No, I tried.
I can open the door, but I can't get into the seat.
Yes, Chuck.
Alpha green across the board.
Roger. Across the board.
I don't know who mounted this 50, but it's
when
shaking.
you get a chance to stop again, I'm gonna hop into the passenger seat. You're on the camera.
I'll stop. Well, I'll stop here if you want.
Yeah.
We're stopped.
The windows taste like blueberry Windex.
I'm just kidding.
To the stuffer.
Yeah, this is definitely the short bus.
So we've got 2 Cougars and a GLTV and we're firing on foot.
Oh, you're in some
There's
shots.
fire.
That's correct, Abraham. Deal with it, bro.
Brace the soak.
All right, Roger. There, you're back on the road to the southwest on the ASR, the MSR. Over. All right, Roger. Let's hold
Captain
position
Rex
so you
trying
can
to find-
reconsolidate.
catch a
Everything's
ride.
fine here. Roger. Actually, let's for the vehicles in front here, like myself at 1-1, let's go ahead and push up to the next set of trees with cover, and then we'll stop there and wait for you.
I mean, it's a nice place to set up a barbecue.
I got some compression socks back at base.
Ankles.
No, your cankles. How are your cankles doing?
What the hell are cankles?
Fat ankles.
No. I'm not gonna answer that.
I was about to explain it, but not that nice.
Hey, Six, can you hear me?
Yo.
I got orders to link up with you and hold for the rest of the task force to catch up. Where would you like us to hold over?
At this next bend in the trees here.
Okay, roger.
We'll soft dismount, set up security.
Alright, Kurt.
What is that?
Bravo, push to the next
Is
bend
that-
on the road here. Get some
Hold up.
elevation. We're gonna hold here for the rest of the task force to catch up.
Bro, is this...
I'm at the very end. 1-4,
This is the plate glass for that back door.
Trying to catch up to you guys.
I'm gonna die.
If you can secure the road here, I'm going to push my squad up the hill and make sure nobody runs up your
Are they at the front of the convoy?
1-4 copies.
Roger, so we have one time MIA, over.
Who is it?
Alright, Roger, who is it? Roger.
We're missing one. Which one? I don't know.
The one that's not here, obviously.
Obviously.
If you're not here, raise your hand.
Are we talking physically, emotionally, spiritually?
All of the above.
Yeah, that's where we're heading. 1-1.
Intellectually?
That'd only be me.
We are reaching the campsite. Loving it, Mr. Preston. Over.
I'm the poor sucker who's actually in the army.
We're all in the army. Well, I'm in the Air Force.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
We're almost there, guys.
How's that barracks Wi-Fi?
1, this is 6. Let's go ahead and have them hold at this campsite outside of town, and before we move in, we'll reconsolidate over.
Doing a good job.
I'm gonna kill you, Mike. There's a town.
Yeah, it should be on the vehicle's position as a campsite out to the east here.
Mike, I know you're very excited with that stuff.
They put used needles on the end of that rope, too.
I feel comfortable hearing that. Alright, fucking move in with them.
Hey Stevens, what's the password to y'all's barracks Wi-Fi?
Sorry, that is a classified secret.
I'll give you 3 morphine.
You have to have the appropriate clearance, and I do not believe you do.
I'll give you 3 morphine. How's my clearance now?
Again, I'm Air Force. I don't rely on that shit.
Okay.
Alright, we'll do a soft dismount here.
Roger.
Roger.
That's still Stalker in contact?
So, I think so.
Apparently I'm inside of the vehicle. Oh, there I am. I took the engine block exit.
1-4 is 1-1. I have a fire team in contact about 200 meters southwest of your position. I'm pushing the rest of my squad to support, so you're on your own in that town right now.
1-4 will continue to hold their position. Let me know if you need further assistance. Over. Infantry across the lake. Everyone be advised, 1-1 is in contact with a fire tank unit element bearing 234.
Let
Roger,
Warlord
we're
know
gonna hang
that.
down here with 1-4 then, lock down this this area south of the town here.
Hey, move me up so I can look at the
1-4 appears to be in contact northwest.
Yeah, looks like 1-4 is engaged with a military compound. There's a cop out to our 300 northwest break. It's about 500 meters out.
Dagger uniform is pushing up. Get eyes on what they're engaged.
Weapon down, reloading. Looks like that elevator has pretty much been destroyed at this time. Mortars are...
Dagger, you're clear to get Warlord to send some rockets on that. That looks like a military compound over there, no civilians.
Rocket. Weapon up. Thank you, Frazier. Okay, one hit, mortar pit to the southwest.
Dagger, did you copy that?
Delta's holding rounds.
Hey, firm, I'm trying to catch up now.
I'm good
Do you want me to move our truck up?
6, it does
Yeah, you go ahead and pull the truck up.
mostly destroyed at
Roger,
this
move
time.
back.
We can't suppress it though.
Yeah, firm, go ahead and suppress it.
Roger.
I have no clue what the horn button is on this. Let's see if I can close their door. It'll just be open. Come on. Anytime now. Oh no.
This thing couldn't reach out until
traffic.
Dagger. Be advised to Echo Point 112025.
Hey, Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, group buildings. Current red point marker on over.
Oh, jeez.
Roger that.
North of me about 50 meters. Delta. I'm on the stone stairs engaging targets.
There we go.
Hey, firm, King. I have
This
you
is
moved
6
to
on traffic.
Delta 1.
Good eyes on.
And then advisement ready.
How?
Whoa.
correction.
Mike's down. Mike's down.
Then we're gonna go ahead and secure
Mike's
the
down,
town of
Mike's
Blanker,
down.
see if we can find those civilians over.
Mike's down.
Alright, 1, this is 6 on 3-2, over.
I don't even know how I passed out.
I'm getting around to you.
Once 1-1 is back here, we're gonna go ahead and push through this little town of Blanker, see if we can
Find those civilians.
Oh, back up.
West along the coast and clear
I'm
that
good.
military compound that we were just engaging over.
Structures. It's gonna be in grid 112025.
6 out.
Red point marker that you called. You had eyes on over. Negative marks, negative restrictions. Ingress is going to be 285 plus or minus 10 over.
Frazier, I don't know what kind of cologne you're wearing, but that stuff's good.
Sure. Back, correct. Egress doors also, and rocket. Call on final order.
Smoke going out.
Suppression is needed over.
Okay. Red smoke on the beach. Compound is just northwest of it.
Copy. Warlord's dagger. Be advised, red smoke just southeast of target over.
I'm hot.
Cleared hot. He didn't call his final, he just said eyes on.
He called he was on final.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
I can't see these guys.
I just heard him say no, good effect. Warlord's dagger. Complete fire mission, return to Bravo 1 over.
Do you want me to smoke the motor pit? It's still up.
Yeah, that red smoke is for fucking...
Air copies.
To know where to fucking shoot at.
Yeah, they just did their cast. The mortar pit's still active if you want me to destroy it.
You see a mortar pit?
A firm, directly northwest, distance to target. By 4-4 to one mortar pit on the left destroyed, one on the right still active.
Give us some good overview.
Oh, I see him on the beach.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's not mound at the moment, right?
Yeah, it was. It was a nice little run.
Yeah, I changed like it.
Dagger.
1-4 copies, you took the lead, we'll follow behind you.
Alright, Alpha and Bravo, go ahead, start clearing these buildings.
Captain, can you hear me?
South to north, start with
Holy shit, can you hear me? There it is.
From Captain.
Alright, so who's here? 1-1's here? Have them clear the rest of this town. I don't think we've cleared.
Dagger, we pushed.
We're looking for civilians, make sure they use flashes when clearing buildings.
Dagger, we're pushed behind the
Copy all, Captain. Pass it down time now. Yeah, everybody is here minus 1-3. They're still with Stalker at this time.
Okay, cool. We'll link up with them at that compound to the northwest after we secure this.
Solid copy all.
Alright, here we go. Break.
1-1, 1-2, and 1-4. This is 1-6 over.
6, this is Dagger 9.5.
This is 6 9.5, send it.
We advise, we are cast complete, obviously, on that mission break. There is still one mortar over there that has not been destroyed. It is not manned at this time. Over.
Roger, go ahead and reattack on that mortar, see if they can get it down.
Roger, reattacking.
All stations advise, I'm calling Warlord back in to reattack that mortar pit to the northwest to make sure the tube is destroyed. Over.
This is Dagger. Advise, gonna have new 5-line. It's gonna be on a 1x mortar pit. Over.
Last calling station.
Be about 533 meters.
It's definitely out of range, but we're gonna see if we can how close I can get. Good. Give them the same 5-line. Basically, you want to repeat reattack on the same 5-line, specifically hitting that mortar pit.
Warlord's Dagger. Advise gonna be same as last 5-line. The mortar pit's going to be just northeast of previous target location. Trying to mark with red smoke this time over. However, change your ingress to 260 over.
Yeah, close enough. That's as close as I can get it.
Copy.
All stations on 3-2, red smoke is out, marking enemy target for outgoing cast. Over.
Good, reback. Be advised, red smoke is moving now. If you can tally over.
Just northwest of it.
Push
just northwest of it in the sandbag.
50 meters. About the
sandbag. The sandbags on the beat.
Oh, so that's a mortar pit.
Movement 300, moving left to right into the compound.
Oh, Warlord's about to schwack him.
Range 500 meters. He's coming in on the left side, like over there.
Oh, Roger.
32 gauge.
Oh, so behind the tree.
Let's see that guy. Long.
He's a 2-9er, 500 meters. So he's a little to the left now. 290, 500 meters behind the rocks.
Dagger, or Warlord's Dagger copy. Cast complete. Good effect on target. Over.
I did not see this guy you're looking at. Point at him again?
It's just outside the compound. I think he's hiding behind some rocks now. Or someone dropped him. I'm not sure.
On the beach or higher up towards
the little higher up on the rocks with the where the green
on the beach.
Okay.
I don't know where the fuck that guy came
from.
from.
Civilian. Whoa, Jesus Christ.
That was a civilian.
One, this is 6 on 3-2, over.
Hey, whoever just lit up that guy on the beach, that was a civilian? okay, we could plant evidence later. I mean, find his weapon. Yeah, he's over on the
He
rocks.
survived.
Oh,
Jesus
look at
Christ. Wow, alright, Mike, we're gonna have to get you over to him. His lucky fucking day. All station on 3-2, that civilian that is wounded on the beach. Make sure we're not shooting at him anymore.
I'll give him some long range medicine.
Oh, he just got smoked again.
Oh, seriously?
Was that my
Bro, they
friends or
cured
my
his
enemies?
existence. They're still lighting him up.
I think the enemy killed him.
Yeah, that one was like their tracer, I think, that time.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Unless someone's running the...
Well, in a weird twist of fate, that sort of bailed us out of that.
I don't know what's over there. There's something firing out of that tree line right there.
Yeah, for sure. So now we're shooting into that tree line, but do we know what we're shooting at?
Work that out. Go ahead and bring yourself and Bravo back over to the and
1-6 on 3-2, over.
Just waiting for something to come around this from the west.
1, have we found any civilians in this town? What's the status of clearing this area out, over?
we can move with you. Come back.
Alright, Roger. If this area is clear, let's go ahead and pack it up and start our maneuvers towards that position. Looks like we're also taking contact a little bit out to the west here at 285. That'll be en route to that compound, over.
We're gonna prepare to
Roger, 6 out.
on that beach, then we'll flip the around and go on assault.
Oh yeah, get some movement. 285 in the trees. Range is about 385 meters, 3880 to 400.
Copy.
Just spread out, get some hard points going while we figure out our movement.
And push my Vic up. Alright, we got the all clear to assault through. Let's go and hit those fortified positions.
We're gonna take the Vic down on the beach right here and just follow the beach.
Let's take point.
Movement in the trees, camp PID.
Oh, there was a civvy next to the mortar pit.
Eyes on. To the enemy.
Keep going. Crossing your fire. Crossing.
Another one further up.
Cross, there's contacts. Cross.
Copy. We'll take that. Rest of Bravo on me. We're following 1-2.
Solid copy on all. We will make sure that they stay where they need to for the duration until they move back up to the over.
Right on the beach.
I pushed up to that spool just on the north side of you guys.
Roger, I'm getting the Vic.
Copy, moving.
I'm getting in shotgun.
You want the guns? Students?
Sure, I got it.
Warlord's dagger.
Guns up.
Be advised,
All
the
in.
platoon is pushing to the north to clear out that previous 5 line over.
This is Havoc 6 on traffic.
Continue following me. We're gonna go up on this fucking hill west.
Stalker, this is Havoc, send traffic. That's affirmative. No civilians, no op-4 at this time. We're maneuvering on that military compound on the beach in grid 112025. We came into contact with that area and hit it with casts, and there's still guys moving around there, so we're moving in on it. Roger.
Whose paycheck is that coming out of? This is not mine.
It's a stalker's vehicle. Don't worry about it.
Perfect. Blame it on Rainy.
I'm just saying they have better insurance than we do.
That's right.
Oh shit.
God damn it. Who put that rock there?
Rainy's driving again, man. Ooh, look at these grapes up in the tree.
Gonna take this right turn. This is 6 in traffic.
I do have an empty MG nest at the end of this little goat trail.
Roger. Once we secure this
We got a vehicle in front of us.
compound, we'll set up 360 in it and figure out what's what and get an ace report and all that.
Well, glad I didn't sign that. Cool.
Friendly struck.
Copy. Charlie's hospital line.
Roger that, Stalker, over.
You should be coming up on a trench system. I need you to secure it immediately.
Probably copies, moving to it. You got it.
A recessed part. He's
Trench system ahead of us, northwest.
Head northwest to the next trench.
Pushing right away. With you, Delta.
There are civilians in the AO.
Got it, copies.
There are some bad guys mixed in with the civilians as well. Be extra cautious.
Oh, fuck me.
Alright.
What?
Let's get
you're
in there.
catching this right, 6.
Which part?
The fact that there's a bunch of dead civvies in here.
In here there are?
Yeah.
Jesus
That's what's
Christ.
Yeah.
Acceptable collateral is what I heard.
To be fair, I'm blaming that civilian force.
Where'd that one civilian go that got murked by the OPFOR?
Well, I don't see any on here, which is where he hid, so.
And the mortars up here.
And the mortar.
I think he's over there to the right.
Where this recessed area is calling.
Yeah, I found that civvy. He's behind us.
Yeah, he's dead, right?
I'm swinging the little observation scope around.
He's back here. We'll go check him out.
Yeah, I see him.
He
enjoying
looks
the beach
cooked.
view right now.
Alright, roger that. And 1, make sure you guys are aware of that, not to engage anything from that direction unless they're sure it's bad. So we'll confirm
Yeah.
this guy's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, contacts on the hill 3, like 330, or no, like 345. There's friendlies mixed in.
Up by the lighthouse?
No, he was like right over there, but there's friendlies are all around him.
Yeah, can't engage.
Push back out.
Oh, let me back up.
Sorry.
What do you say, Mike? Is that guy? He's a bot or beyond our ability?
With my not so advanced understanding from extracurricular studies in medical examination, it was a 762 that did him in.
Fair enough.
For your report, sir.
Yeah, copy. I got a fire team size 255
across that
right
guy's
now,
barrel.
moving upper river.
Yeah, chest compressions.
On the
Yeah,
right
ain't
side,
nothing bringing that dude back.
I didn't see any civilians where Warlord hit, so.
I think I see Stalker coming down from 245.
This is secondary
No, they're
Is on our big.
there's one over there.
Roger, how far to the north are they? Roger that.
Is this our Vic or 1-4's Vic?
1-6, this is 1-2 over.
Whose Vic is it? Oh. You still the Vic that's down on the beach?
Those further fortified positions north of the
negative.
Clear over.
I'm gonna stop the engine dismount here.
That. Just wait there.
Be that.
What are we picking?
Stalker and 1-3 are coming in from the west. They're on 1-1 side.
Warlord, this is Dagger over.
Right, the order is to do 360.
Revise the enemy installation.
6, what's your location?
Mike, I'm just inside the ruins here. There's civilians that are all alive in here, actually.
Roger.
Maybe except one.
Moving in for tourniquets and band-aids.
1-6, say again your last over.
Okay, you can have that rock.
Copy that. Occupy the sandbags.
Alright, Roger. Also give me an ace report, over.
All mics, this is one mic. Take the opportunity
This
to,
is apparently
Sandbags.
the little civilian ruin. I'm pushing
Mike
south
Poco.
to the main compound.
Yeah, because it helps you get used to when you do chest compressions.
Traffic over.
Mike, good copy.
Yeah, I'm right in front of you.
No, I see it. Where are we going?
We're going to where those civvies were.
They do that to get you used to separating the ribs and stuff. Because when you do chest compressions, you'll feel the ribs start cracking and stuff.
6, this is Dagger.
Send it.
Permission to turn this vehicle over to 1-2 here.
Yeah, A-firm, also Miller time.
Roger, Miller.
Let me check with my commander real
Bring him in
quick.
here.
6, this is Mike. I have
stand by,
a,
Mike.
Roger. Hold on, he's just a little bit busy. I'm calling him up on the radio. Are any of your people injured? I am a medic. I can help you out.
Say he's dead.
Yeah, let me check. Yeah, I'm not getting a pulse, brother. I think he's dead. I regret to inform you.
Two
Mike,
escapes.
this is 6 in traffic.
I know we did see one on the beach as we were coming up, and he got hit with AK fire. He unfortunately passed as well.
Okay.
This gentleman's asking if they can leave.
We go?
Yes.
6, just confirm we're clear to bring him in. Time now.
This is why you PCC your maps.
Yeah, A-firm.
Roger, come in.
They're gonna go plant
going in on this beach somewhat. That's opening up.
Maybe. Oh, I got green smoke over there.
That thing does look nice though.
It does. Beautiful seeing her in the air again.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, yeah. So much of it. Yeah, as if I could tell. But hey, I mean, he'll never know. Hearts and minds, that's all we could say, hearts and minds. The U.S. is infallible. We have done nothing wrong. This is an absolute victory. We are, once again, 100% the victor. In this scenario, we're the guardian angel.
All stations, we are index, condition 3.5.
Debriefing is going to be inside the compound. Stand by for yellow smoke. True clip.
No.
Debriefing is going to be inside the yellow compound. There's going to be smoke.
I don't even carry ammo for this thing.
I guess condition 3.5 was not clear. They were specifically told to not discharge their weapon. Oh, never mind. The yellow smoke is behind us.
Still need bandaging, Cap.
I didn't need bandaging to begin with. Trying to cramp on my style of Batmaning.
Is that what it's called? Parkour.
Well, if you get enough of you up there, your
What is
gargoyles.
that? That's the second time I heard that. That sounded like a weapon discharging.
It's the pop of the smoke.
Okay.
I thought it was weird too, but yeah, it does sound similar. But yeah, it's the can of smoke popping.
He got in a fight with a Portuguese man of war and lost.
Right into the sun.
That's what's going in my SF 600-1.
We're here.
Or 600-18. That's the Army patient care record form, by the way.
Everyone here?
I can't tell. I'm going blind.
That's all here. Both here.
6 Mike is present.
Where's the rest of 1-2 Bravo?
We're coming up. That was with John. He had a
Unfortunately, I don't carry epi in my inventory. See, you know, this right here is my aid bag. I carry half-empty magazines and morphine, stuff like that. I don't carry Benadryl or anything for allergic reaction. Unfortunately, he was allergic.
Close enough. You don't get blinded by the sun anymore.
1-3 is all present and counted for.
1-1's present.
Captain, we're all here.
Let me see if I can grab a picture of that.
Roger that. I think we got looks like about everybody. All right, overall pretty good job, Havoc 1. The initial assault went well, or the initial move through the urban area looked pretty good, pretty well coordinated. At the beginning, I think there were at least 2 instances during this FTX where we did mistakenly engage civilians. I know one for sure on this beach right here. There was a civilian guy completely unarmed. Looked like a civilian was engaged by a machine gun from across the river. Luckily, he was wounded by us, but then it looked like he was actually killed by enemy fire coming from the trees right over there. So, kind of an awkward win, I guess, there that we didn't actually kill him, but we got to be a little better about PIDing in our trigger happiness, right? So I think that was the second time, and then there was that civilian Vic at the beginning that sort of drove right into an active engagement, right? And I'm correct in how that sort of played out?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's unfortunate. You know, we got to do our best, but you know, if we're engaging an enemy in a civilian vehicle, this happens to drive right through our line of fire while we're actively engaging. That's, you know, not a whole lot that we can do. But I think the violence of action when we were moving on some of these buildings was a little slow. Not terrible, but it's something we could definitely improve on just a little bit. The communication in the urban environment and the room clearing was very good. Just make sure we note in our patrol reports, you know, when we're putting those together, about how the testing of the suppressors went specifically in the CQB environments, and if there's any notes that you guys have for that, make sure that's taken up your COC.
Good night.
I don't have anything else. I think overall this went well. Stalker, how did your mission go off to the cave hunt?
It was good for us. We got to clear 3 caves, 2.5 caves of guys. I'm not sure how it was for 1-3 because they had to sit out on security for us, but they did a really good job doing that. And they did still get some trigger time up there with us. They just didn't get to clear the caves.
All right, roger that. So as far as the gathering of intel and human intelligence, so what we did get some decent intel, but it wasn't entirely accurate, right? So the intel was that the civilians were in this town across the river over there, but that town was neither occupied
so we never
or there, and then we discovered that this place was occupied, but we didn't realize
that was a
the
different
civilians
element that split off after that first town that we came up on.
Luckily, it didn't hit any of those guys. But then also, Stalker got conflicting intel that this place existed, but it was not occupied or anything, right?
His
so,
channel.
We just have to be careful.
Let's see, let me get into the YouTube chat
don't
here.
Don't believe everything word for word.
I'll link his channel. He'll have all the footage of that.
Of human intel. You know, written intel can sometimes be a little bit more reliable, right? When we're finding things on a hard drive or a document with official letterheads and shit like that, you know, it's going to be a little bit more reliable. We did also find an enemy radio and also a dossier or a pack of documents that was handed off by 1-1, which I am carrying at this time. So that'll be added to the intel report as well. Overall, I thought everything went well, so we'll go down the line here. Havoc 1-6, you got anything?
Thank you, Captain. Nothing for the task force as a whole.
Roger, that 1-7 is not here, correct?
So here's the link to Jester's stream of the same event. He'll have some footage on them clearing out them caves.
Roger that. Deco?
Thank you, Captain. Nothing from Deco.
Roger that. Stalker?
And the Jester 814 is Captain Drumheller right there.
You guys need to maintain situational awareness and be aware of what's happening around you. An enemy pushed up on a friendly position and threw a frag. I think it went over their heads. And then he pushed into the building right in front of me, and I killed him immediately. But someone flipped the fuck out and pied into that doorway and unleashed a burst of fire into a building that not only had friendlies in it, but had civilians in it. And instead of shooting the guy who just threw a grenade at you that was already dead, you lit me up and shot me something like 3 to 5 times. You should have known that there were friendlies in that building, and more importantly, there were civilians in that building, and there was a huge fucking no-no shooting in that building from that angle. That is situational awareness. What you needed to do was call out, hey, someone just ran into the building with you. Because then, whoever was at the front, which at the time was me, could have said, don't worry, he's already dead. This is not Call of Duty, guys. We don't just fucking blindly fire around corners. There was no PID that happened at that point.
Yeah.
Once you lost eyes on that guy, you popped around that corner and you assumed that you saw the guy that was standing there was the same guy. And you fucking lit him up. And it was me. Unacceptable. The other thing I had was thank you to 1-3 for coming with us and giving us support. Did you at least have some fun doing that?
Yeah, he definitely doesn't like getting friendly fired, for sure. Or enemy fired, for that matter.
That's all right.
All right, roger that. Ares, do you have anything?
Thank you, Captain. Nothing from Ares.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah, did you guys have fun?
All right, good enough. S3, Sergeant May, do you have any notes?
Yes, thank you, Captain. I want further clarification on the van with the civilians being caught in the crossfire. From our side, there was no engagement at that time until the van pulled up and somebody got out.
Ooh, someone else is in trouble.
Sarn, that was my squad that happened with. So we were
Yeah, that's
approaching
like
the town
Murphy's
from the
Law
north.
6, I
My
think.
guys spotted a fire team-sized element insurgents in the gas station. We started engaging them, or they started pointing their weapons at our direction and engaging us, and then we started engaging them. And at that point is when I saw the van, and it was smoking, and one of the occupants was dead. The other one was wounded. We then proceeded to render aid. But that's basically how it went down from my perspective.
Okay, thank you, 1-1. So, to clarify this, looking at the map, that gas station is right by that phase line 2 mark. The van was on the side road by the little T.
This is the
not in the crossfire between you and that gas station.
This is the chart of Murphy's Law that I go off of.
We were coming down the riverbank on the south side of the
put up a
marker.
marker.
Yeah, Roger, I'm putting it up now.
Oh, it's Law 31. I stand corrected. Murphy's Law number 31.
So that's roughly our position. We were coming down that riverbank. We spotted the enemy at the gas station, and then as the engagement started is when the van pulled up. We were slightly south of my marker, actually. So yeah, that's when that happened.
Yeah, you were slightly south of that marker, and the van was north of the van marker. The van was actually partially on the road.
Okay. So, from my side of that, watching it as it happened, the van pulled up and stopped, and somebody did their shout and their show. As the person got out is when the van was then lit up directly from the north. The person was not aiming towards the gas station whatsoever.
Ooh.
You say he was engaged directly from the van's north?
To that.
Yes, from...
Just someone just lit up a civilian in the van.
On that one.
I'm glad we're actually incorporating this now.
That blue force infantry mark is where the person that took out that engaged was.
Who actually shot the van? We need to go over this and learn from it. You're not in trouble. There's going to be no repercussions.
I shot
Who shot the van? Who's
I? Evans. I shot the passenger side of the van.
Where were you when you shot the van? Was it on that marker that Sergeant May just put down?
I would say it was further west than that, but close enough, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we were in a staggered column. One of the units was on the left side of the road. One was on the right side of the road.
Good job, Evans. Proud of you. Let's get a W Evans in the chat.
From the church. So down the road, so it was almost like a crossfire
for
situation.
integrity.
The van came from that church section. There were civilians on both sides.
Did you intentionally shoot the van? Or was it an accident? Okay.
Make like a total Twitch streamer, like W this, W that, L that.
Similar to when I got friendly fired. We had just had a bunch of civilians push out of town, right, and run past us, so we knew there were civilians in town, and we knew they were trying to evacuate the town. So the question is, why did you light up the van? Just because it was a vehicle pushing towards us?
No, I don't believe I shot the van first. I believe that somebody hopped out of the passenger side, or the driver's side. He was lit up, and then I followed up with shots.
No. Okay.
So somebody lit up.
Who shot the driver? Because the driver's the one that got killed, right?
Affirm.
I'll say I engaged on those guys at the gas station, but I didn't see a van until like it started smoking and we started dealing with the civilians.
All right. Well, this is a big point of the difference between coin and the normal op types that we do, right? It's we have to take for coin. You know, everyone here knows the phrase. It's hearts and minds. That means we have to put ourselves in greater danger in order to protect the civilians in the area that we're doing coin from. And what that means is we have to take extra time to PID targets. So that very obviously not a military vehicle. And even if it was a military vehicle, it would have been an ambulance. So Grace or a tan civilian van is not a target that you immediately engage. If it had been green, like military green, I would have a better understanding. But in this environment, military vehicles are going to be green, not tan. That's all I have on that.
And that's why we train.
That is all I had as well. Thank you, captains.
All right. The other things that I have to go over, first of all, Sergeant May, we need to make sure we're fighting against enemies that have body armor. If it's the RHS Russians, that needs to be the RHS Russians. It needs to be someone with armor. We are trying to test the lethality of these new weapons because this rolls into the next part of what I'm going to say. Are you guys noticing the difference in lethality in these weapons?
Yes,
guys.
Absolutely.
You shoot near someone and they fucking die in one hit, right? So the counter to that, however, is the ammo and the weapon system weigh a lot more than the weapons we're used to carrying. And the way we're going to have to deal with that is reduce the amount of magazines we carry. Which should be fine. The overall lethality is going to be the same because you have to shoot your targets way less. What that means, though, a miss from your weapon still does the same amount of damage. It's still a miss. You cannot rely, if we reduce the amount of magazines we're carrying, we cannot rely on being able to mag dump, aka pull a Captain Drumheller, on every single fucking target that we see. You have to treat these more like battle rifles than assault rifle. You need to be in semi-auto almost at all times, including CQB. Does that make sense?
From Captain.
Ship has to go up. We have to be more accurate.
You got stuff. Something's in your throat. Some dick's in your throat, Captain.
Okay. Anyone else would not have gotten away with saying. I was saying marksmanship has to go up. We have to get more accurate and shoot slower. That's it. And also, to that end, we need to make sure we're fighting armored enemies. Copy, Sergeant May?
Copy that, Captain.
Anyone have questions or comments regarding that?
Negative, Captain.
How is the recoil on the 250 and the 338 compared to the 249?
Like a dream. Like a dream.
Beautiful from the bipod.
Yeah.
I don't care about the bipod. I need unsupported kneeling. That's the test.
It's not terrible.
It's controllable up to like maybe 200 meters.
200 meters is the test. 200 meters kneeling. So focus on that and give feedback on that if you think it needs to be.
I couldn't see a plastic ammo being inside, effective, sitting inside of a, 600, 700 degree
going once, going twice. All right, if you have a
bolt
C or Q
carrier
as it pertains
assembly,
to task force as a whole, put it in chat time now.
or upper receiver for that matter. Like, I would think it would melt.
Go ahead, Chief.
And then malfunction.
Everybody, how was overall looking at Apache flying around, and did anybody have any problems when looking at it or anything similar?
No,
yeah, I think I had a hallucination. I saw it fire a bunch of rockets at a empty tree line at the beginning of the mission.
Yes, Captain, it was a hallucination.
Okay.
But otherwise,
fucking awesome, Chief.
Copy.
It's beautiful as per usual.
And when I came in on the Rocketron on the space, did anybody have any problems, or was it just majestic and fucking beautiful Sprung?
The latter, Chief.
Beautiful as per usual.
Beautiful, very beautiful.
See, that's what I'm always afraid of, because like I saw it when they first were conceptualizing it, when it was like the XM7, and it like was very first coming out, back in like what 2014, 2015, and I'm like, how is a plastic case gonna work
You
out
are
in
dismissed
that?
to your individual debriefs. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, and happy Easter.
Ooh.
Please don't wish me blown up, otherwise I'll get in trouble again. God, I don't even want to know what's going on back there.
So, yeah, I can't imagine that they, I can't imagine that they're still using, like, the plastic casing. Like, they have to switch to the metal, because I can't see, like, the DoD actually... Oh, wow. 2004, 2005, good night. Yeah, so, I can't see the DoD, like, opting for anything with a, with plastic casings. So that, I mean, they have to have switched it to, like, metal casings. Like, what's shown, like, when you reload the weapon here is, like, metal casings. But, yeah. Anyway, look forward to actually firing one of these things in person at some point. I'm glad we adopted them here because they're amazing. That being said, it's time to unfortunately say our goodbyes and wrap up the stream. It's been a fun one. Bobo, thank you for being here as always. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Stay safe. I will be doing a public Reforger server run tomorrow, probably in the evening. You know, late afternoon, early evening. I'll be back on here streaming in the public Reforger server. Any of y'all are welcome to play with me. When you go in there, just go to the search bar, type in 506, and it should populate right there. 506th public Reforger server, I think is what it's called. But anyway, it's the only 506th IRRU server that is open. And you guys are more than welcome to come in, play around with our mods, play Tactical Barbie, build up your kits, and yeah, have fun. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. That being said, I'm not expecting any delays or reschedules in the stream in the coming week. If I do, I'll put it out in the Discord announcements channel. All that being said, yeah, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your night.